Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Judy Murray, and I'm here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And I see a lot of people coming on to this call from all over Canada and the United States. Welcome to the call. And just before I started recording, I said to everyone who's on, happy Thanksgiving to our friends in the United States. Be safe out there. I hear there's some terrible storms happening, so be safe. And we're just going to give it just a few more seconds because I have a lot of texts by people saying, oh, hang on, I'm coming, I'm getting on, I'm almost home. But we are recording this call for the people that can't be on or will be a little late. So again, my name is Judy Murray and I am in Toronto, Ontario. And this evening, we're going to take about 20, maybe 25 minutes to share with you, to share a company with you that is really taking the world by storm. We are so excited to share this incredible opportunity. And I know we have people on the line who are looking at this at Jeunesse Global for the very first time. Some of you are just interested in the product and getting on product that actually work, that's backed by solid science. You know, you take nutritional products or, you know, you use great skincare or you use products that we have maybe from other companies. But I have to tell you, we want you as a customer, and you will see why. Our products work, and as I said, they are backed by solid science and really making a significant difference in people's lives. There are some of you out there that are looking at this opportunity because you keep your income options open, and or maybe you're looking, you know, you want to work from home. Maybe you're tired of working the 9 to 5, and you're just looking for something different. Or maybe you love what you do, but you're looking for tax write-offs. And we can certainly address that as well. So what we're going to do tonight, our format is a little different, and I'm very excited about it, but we're going to be interviewing two amazing women who have had great success in this industry. And we are going to start off with an amazing woman that Ian and I, my husband and I, met when we went to Maui. And we'll talk about the trips in a few minutes, but the company does reward us with incredible trips. And my husband and I had an opportunity to get to know Kathleen and her husband in Maui, Hawaii, when we earned this trip. And I clicked right away with her because I really feel we're on the same page in terms of how we do our business, how we conduct our business. And I am so excited to have Kathleen Radu on the call. And Kathleen has experienced great success in this industry. And, you know, Kathleen, are you there, Kathleen?
I am here.
Wonderful. I am going to pop your picture and Paula Pritchard's picture up, but we're going to start off with Kathleen. And why can't I get your picture Your picture is not. Hang on a second. Let me just, there we go. So Kathleen, welcome to the call. Thank you for being on.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
And Kathleen resides in beautiful Victoria, British Columbia. I am so envious. I absolutely love that part of the country, Kathleen. And as you know, we have a son out there. So yes, you're living in beautiful BC. Now, Kathleen, you know, you've experienced a lot of success in this industry. You are what is called, along with Paula Pritchard, a diamond executive. And, you know, we could talk about the income when Paula comes on a little later, but let's just say I want to let everyone to know that Kathleen has been highly successful in this industry. And I do have some questions, Kathleen, for you.
You bet.
So, you know, I know you've been in this industry for 24 years. 15 of those were in direct sales. And what I want to talk about this amazing industry of network marketing, because I really believe, you know, some people just don't understand what network marketing is, or they have all these preconceived ideas of what network marketing is. So what intrigued you about network marketing?
All right. Well, you know, I started, my son was 1 year old when I started in this industry. And I was really trying to find a way. I'd gone through university, had a traditional business. You know, we did over $1 million a year, but also had all of the debt that came with the running your own business and had absolutely no time freedom at all. And so I got into, you know, I decided to take a look at direct sales simply as a tie over. It was something that I thought, you know what, I could cover my mortgage for the next 6 months. I was a single mom at that time, newly single mom with 2 little boys who were, you know, very, very little. And I had decided that I could do this and make a little bit of money, go out to people's homes, share this product, which I loved, and make some money to tie me over until I was in transition, because I was in transition until I did something else, until I found what my next venture was going to be. Well, that was 24 years ago. And I was with that company for 15 years,
Wow.
had an incredible, life-changing, everything, being able to stay home and have a daughter in there and be able to work my business while I raised my kids at home. And I had to do things very intentionally. I had to make an office that was separate from my home in
Mm.
order to, work really strategically on building my business. I was very, very organized as to when I was doing shows and all of those types of things. Absolutely loved it. And so I did that for 15 years. And then really what happened for me was I had success in that company, but it wasn't an international company, number one. And number two, I didn't have time freedom. I was making great money, but I was still out 3-4 times a night doing presentations, doing training. So I was working probably when I finally left that company, I was probably working about 45 to 50 hours a week. And in order for me to, continue working in there or to earn income, I needed to do the activities. One thing that I loved about network marketing when it first was introduced to me, because I agree. I mean, I know what that feels like when people talk about network marketing and then you're like, whoa, that is not for me. I was so not that person. But what I realized in network marketing that was different from direct sales was that you could get time freedom. You had residual income. What you built, you would have. And at you would spend just as much effort in building a direct sales company, and then you could step into a network marketing company, do the same amount of effort, but have residual income and time freedom. So we always say teach to teach so you can go to the beach, right? So you teach people
I like that.
how to do their business so that they can have a successful business. So the transition for me was huge. And there was a very significant difference in the income levels that you could achieve between direct sales and network marketing.
Absolutely. And you mentioned that you were raising 3 children while you were building your business. And I know we have a lot of moms on this evening's call who are at home raising kids, or they have full-time jobs and they go home and they have young children, and they have they have so much that they're dealing with. How did you find time? And I know they'll be so interested in hearing you, but how did you find time in your day to build your business?
Mm-hmm. Well, I can tell you that it was not easy. And it really wasn't. There were days where I thought, wow, can I keep doing this? But, I knew enough about myself to know that if I kept building and I kept committed, I'm not somebody that chases things. I'm somebody who just puts my head down and does it. So for me, I needed to make a really strategic plan. And for me, that was, I had my husband get our back of our garage was converted into a little office. I made it look really nice so that when I went there, I was happy to be there. It meant that I could do a call or enter some orders or get people signed up without having to think about the laundry that was sitting there in my laundry room. The other thing I did was I got up early and I worked, because again, in Canada and the US, we can work at, it's 3 hours later back east. So I would get up really early and I would work with my leaders that were back east early in the morning. And so I would just strategically, I'd carve out everything. I mean, if you looked at Bekki, Hurley and I were actually talking the other day. There were days in my business where I had 45 shows in 1 month. That was a show in an afternoon and a show in the evening. So I just highlighted. I had 5 different colored highlighters. I got serious about it. But I think the biggest thing that comes to me when I think about it was I was really committed, because I could be completely there for my kids when they needed me, but I could also be completely there for my business when it needed me. And you learn how to set boundaries with people. And I learned to carve out time. And, you can do it. It's very doable. I'm a vision person, so I had sticky notes all around my office.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah,
I did the same thing. So Kathleen,
exactly.
and just, and I just want to ask you, there's just two more questions very
Yeah.
briefly, because we're going to be going into, of course, Jeunesse in a little more detail. But why Jeunesse? I know you've been involved in other companies. Why Jeunesse? Why did you choose Jeunesse Global?
I can tell you two reasons, Wendy and Randy and Scott Lewis. The heart of this company, I believe that it trickles down into the company, into the field, into the people that are out sharing this opportunity and these products. And they are the most grounded, committed people I have ever met. And the second thing was the global platform. I love the fact that we have 163 countries.
Yeah.
I can travel internationally. I can take my kids and my family traveling internationally in order to work with these countries.
Mm-hmm.
And the social media platform that we have, I mean, it's just incredible, the opportunity that we have to have a reach beyond North America. And I love North America, and we're excited about what's happening here in North America, but there is something really special about an international business. And there is something very special about this company.
There really is. And when we looked at this, we actually flew in, my husband and I flew into Orlando, Florida with Paula Pritchard and Kathy Robbins and a few other people. And, you get to a point in your life where, you don't want to make a mistake. It has to be the right decision.
Yeah.
And we spent 4 days with Randy and Wendy and Scott. And by the end of the first day, I knew in my gut, my heart that this was the company. And we've been waiting for this company for my whole career. We've been involved in this industry for what? Oh my gosh, Kathleen, I think it's 33 years, maybe 34, but I'll say 33. We've been around a long time, and we've experienced great success in this industry. And, we were looking for a company who just got it. And we were looking for products that were backed by solid science, products that worked. I got tired of using products that were they just didn't work. And there was a lot of hype about them, but they didn't have the science behind it. And what impressed us so much about Jeunesse Global was the fact that they have an unbelievable science advisory board. It actually blew my mind, really, when I took a look at all these people who are behind all these products. But I think, like you, what impressed me most was Randy, Wendy, and Scott, the founders of this company, and that they really understand the mindset of the distributor. They just get it. And, they're humble, they're incredible people who want everyone to be successful. So now just briefly, you touched on our social media platform. And, I just want to let the audience know that our social media platform is award winning. In fact, we've won over, oh my gosh, I think to date, Kathleen, are we over 500 awards now?
Yeah, I think Scott said on the exec call last night, it was 537
Oh my
awards.
gosh. Well,
yeah.
We have a trophy room, and I mean, there's so many trophies. I think they can't put them all in the trophy room, but they have won from Business of the Year award to Women of the Year award. Our products have won recognition, worldwide recognition. In fact, we're getting international positive media attention, which is something that very, very few companies get. So the worldwide recognition, from social media to print to other forms of media, have been so exciting and very, very impressive. So, you touched on our social media, and I just want to let, everyone know, if you can send a video, you can absolutely do this business. Our videos are absolutely incredible. So I guess, the very last question is, Kathleen, where do you see the opportunity here in North America?
Well, I think it's probably the best opportunity it's ever been. Often companies, really come into their own, 9-10 years when they've reached that level of kind of getting all of the kinks out of things, and the growing. And Jeunesse has done something that there are very few companies that have done what Jeunesse has done, the growth we've had internationally. But the exciting thing, we have Katie Holt Larson, who is amazing president of North America. She has an incredible heart for the distributor and for the leader in the field. She's so for the field. And I think that with her at the helm of North America, along with Sunny, I think we have some really great opportunities here in North America. And, you know, Jeunesse did things differently, right? They built internationally first.
Yeah.
And got these deep roots. And we know that, you know, the deeper the roots, the stronger the tree.
Absolutely.
And so we've got these deep roots that are great all throughout, you know, internationally, all throughout the world. And so now we have this incredible platform to grow North America. It amazes me how many people have never heard of Jeunesse still in North America and in Canada specifically. We have the opportunity for anybody that wants it is huge here.
It absolutely is. And Kathleen, I'd like to, you know, thank you for taking time and being with us and this evening. And I just, you know, we just want to congratulate you on your success. And it's just been such a pleasure getting to know you and now working together with you. It's a real pleasure. So thank you so much for being on the call this evening.
Oh, thanks, Judy. I really appreciate it.
Well, you know, I have to say, when we got a phone call I think it's 4 years ago, we got a call from Paula Pritchard and Kathy Robbins, and I remember Paula saying, "You got to get down here. You know, you really need to look at this company." And you know, if it wasn't for Paula Pritchard, I would not be here. We've known Paula and Kathy for oh my gosh, Paula, I guess we've known each other for what, 30 years? I think it's 30 years. And, you know, we've worked side by side together, but we first met them back in the 80s, and we were in totally different organizations. We were not in the same organization, but we became, you know, we became acquainted with one another. And then as the years went by, you know, we did get involved in a few businesses together, and we've had so much fun in building the businesses. And I just want to let everyone know, all our listeners know, that Paula is recognized throughout the world in this industry. What she has achieved, what this woman has achieved, is just unbelievable. Paula and Kathy have helped thousands upon thousands of people globally achieve financial freedom. And Paula is an author of a book called Owning Yourself. Paula, I mean, you hear this woman speak, and she has you in the palm of your hands. She's a sought after speaker and trainer, and she's reached the top of every company she's been involved with, hugely successful. And I am so excited to have Paula Pritchard on the line tonight. Paula, are you there?
I am, Jude. Thank you very much.
There, if you want to just turn your sound up or just go a little closer to the speaker, that would be great.
Yes. How's that? Is that any better?
A little better. You sound echoey, but it's a little better. But listen, thank you so much. I know you are a busy woman. I just want to thank you so much for being on the call tonight.
Well, you're very welcome. My pleasure. Absolutely.
We have people from all over Canada and the United States on this call, and I know I've had texts and I've had phone calls saying, oh, you know, I'm not going to be home in time to listen to the call. I'm still in traffic. So that's why we did record this call. So, wow. Well, listen, Paula, we've been through, we have a lot of history together, don't we?
Yes, we do. We have a lot of history.
We do. And I just, you know, it's been such a pleasure working with Paula and Kathy. And Paula, I really would like you to just, you know, touch a little bit on your background and, you know, why network marketing, and just maybe touch a little bit on, you know, why Jeunesse?
Absolutely. I'm going to see if I can put in earphones and see if you hear me any louder now.
Yeah, you're kind of, yeah, keep talking.
All right. Well, you wanted to know some of my background. Is that what you asked me?
Yeah, a little bit of your background would be great. And maybe, you know, why Jeunesse? Because we do have a lot of people on the call from various backgrounds, from owners of companies, stay-at-home moms. We have a lot of entrepreneurs. We have a wide variety of listeners this evening.
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate all of you that took time out of your busy schedule to listen in.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can say anything at all to help you understand how great this business is, then I look forward to that. My formal background is college teaching. I taught at a major university. What I did is I went to undergraduate school, then I got my master's, then I was working on my PhD. I bought into the idea that the more you learn, the more you earn. I don't know if anyone else bought into that, but I was teaching, working on finishing my PhD, and a fellow colleague had asked me if I was interested in earning money on the side, during the summers, and I said absolutely. And so I can remember going to his house, and he had a whiteboard, and he was drawing out a business opportunity. But the first thing he drew on that board was the choice between, a 40-year plan or a 2 to 5 year plan. And I thought that was so interesting, because I was on the 40-year plan track, which means you maybe start work in your 20s, you retire in your 60s, and maybe you get a turkey or a gold watch or something. And he showed me how you could retire in 2 to 5 years. So it really caught my interest. And that was my first introduction to network marketing. And so I decided this looked really good. I couldn't understand why everyone wouldn't see this the way I saw it. And so I started I started part-time, because I was not only teaching, I was coaching, I was going to grad school. I had very little time. So I started part-time, and for about a year and a half, I was struggling to learn how to build a business like this, because I didn't have the kind of teachers that you have today, or the kind of tools. But anyway, that was my introduction, and about a year and a half into it, I decided to take it seriously and, take it to the top, if that's what it took. So that's kind of a little bit of my beginning.
And I know that, you've been to the top of every company. And, when we went down to take a look at Jeunesse, why Jeunesse, Paula? And if you could just touch a little bit on, the company, the background, the product, and the timing, opportunity, the timing, that would be great.
Well, first of all, one of the things I want to encourage people to do is to really understand the magnitude of a business like this, because I didn't initially. I thought it was a hobby. I thought it was a little part-time business. I had no idea the kind of success and the kind of income, full-time income, that you could earn from this business. And I tell people today, I got involved in the business because I wanted to build a house. But once it was all about money. But once I made the money, I realized that success in this kind of business was all about the freedom. Mm-hmm. It was the fact that you could wake up when you were done sleeping, and the fact that if you wanted a raise or if you wanted to go on holiday, you didn't have to ask anybody, you just asked yourself. And then once I helped my first person become successful, I was addicted, because I helped people get out of jobs they hated. I helped them get out of debt. And I've had so much fun in this industry, and I had heard about Jeunesse because they were setting up such amazing records. I mean, here's a company that was just shattering growth records. In fact, on their 6th year, they did $1 billion that year in business. I mean, the fastest company in this industry to hit $1 billion in a year took them 21 years to achieve that. So to do it in 6 years was like, oh my gosh, being compared to Apple or eBay or Google or something. So I was just so impressed with where this company was going. And I was also impressed with the product line they had picked. In this industry, there's always high quality products, because we aren't salespeople. So the products have to be good, because the way the products are marketed is through word of mouth. And so I had no doubt the product would be good, but the fact that they were pioneering into an area of the future called stem cell technology was pretty amazing, because I can remember a time when there was no such thing as a transplant. And then I can remember in Cape Town when Dr. Bernard transplanted that first artificial heart. And now, transplants, heart transplants, lung transplants, it's a common thing. I believe in our lifetime, we're going to see people grow their own. In other words, I know that in labs today, they are growing people's livers. And so I believe in our lifetime, people will be able to grow their own hearts because of adult stem cell technology. So to have a company focused on futuristic things, on stem cell technology was so exciting, because that meant that they were going to not only pioneer from our industry standpoint, they had a long future ahead of them because of the arena they had chosen, and also the doctors they had chosen to partner with. Like Dr. Nathan Newman, world renowned in stem cell technology, and Vincent Giapapa, the founder of the Anti-Aging Institute, been nominated for the Nobel Prize twice. I mean, they surround themselves with the best products and the best people. And I just think that Jeunesse right now is just scratching the surface. There is no country that they're in, and they're in about 150, that they've actually made a huge dent. I mean, it's just wide open, the marketplace for this business. And I think a lot of people have never even heard of this company. They're going to be hearing a lot about it in the future.
And Paula, and I know we are a global company, but I know here in North America, Canada, the United States, where do you, and I get so excited about North America, what do you see happening in North America? What excites you about North America?
This is that was so enticing as well, is the fact that, like Kathleen said, they spent most of their time building internationally first. And so North America was untapped. And so here we are in North America, like in a ground floor pioneering opportunity with a well-established, successful company that's breaking records all over the world. So, I mean, what better situation? It would be like bringing Apple into North America. No one has heard of the Apple company, and yet it's a major success worldwide. I mean, can you imagine what an opportunity, a timing opportunity that would be? And that's exactly how I see it.
Well, Paula, thank you. And I mean, we are very excited, and we're going to be continuing these calls. And I just want to thank you for being on and joining us this evening. And I know that next Tuesday, 7 o'clock, we actually have the president of North America on. Katie Holt Larson will be our guest speaker. So please get as many people on the call as possible. Just in closing, we do offer a turnkey startup system. It's battle tested and it's proven to work. We also include a startup training. Startup training and ongoing mentoring. You'll be supported with marketing materials, a robust online presence with our website, plus access to all of our award-winning social media and marketing resources that we talked about. We have a successful track record and the experience to help you grow your business. A worldwide first-class executive management team that we really haven't even touched on, but they have the experience of taking companies to billions of dollars in revenue, which they have proven, and a company with science-backed products that's getting, as I mentioned earlier, positive international media attention. We're so excited about this. We're a very young company still, as Paula mentioned, with numerous awards under our belts and an international expansion in over, oh my gosh, how many markets, Paula, now are we in?
I say it's about 150.
150 markets, and we're just getting started here in North America. We haven't even started, and that's what's so exciting. The opportunity here is absolutely enormous. If you're looking for time freedom and you're looking at building a solid business, now this is key. If you're looking at building a solid business that'll generate a significant monthly residual income, you have come to the right place. Numerous Fortune 500 companies are implementing this brilliant business model. And as Fortune magazine stated, network marketing, direct sales is the best kept secret in the business world, and your timing couldn't be better. If this is of interest to you, we'd like to show you how to get started. And our job is to help you all see success as soon as possible. Please get back to the person who put you on this call. Join us. We are having so much fun. Your timing is Perfect. I want to thank everyone, Paula, Kathleen, for joining us this evening. Don't forget to get on the call. As many people, let's pack the lines next week with Katie Holt Larson, and she'll be sharing with you a few things that you may want to know about. So thank you again, and everyone have a fantastic week.